Okay, good morning students. In continuation, we'll see some previous examination questions from organic chemistry. Okay, here, first question. What are dihydric phenols? Give example. What are dihydric phenols? Dihydric phenols. Give examples. This is the question, 4 marks question. Okay, dihydric phenol means if any phenol contain one more extra OH group, such molecules are called dihydric phenols. Or benzene, if benzene has two OH groups, we call as dihydric phenols. We call as dihydric phenol. Example for that, we'll see. Okay, different examples are there. Catechol is there, resorcinol is there, phenol is there. We'll see example for that. Okay, here this is the phenol and here OH. 1,2 dihydroxybenzene. So this is also called catechol. Catechol. This is the dihydric phenol. And one more is there, OH. 1,3 dihydroxy benzene. 1,3 dihydroxy benzene. This is we called resorcinol. Next, in continuation, 1,4 dihydroxybenzene. This is also called quinol. Quinol. These are the best example for dihydric phenols. Next, one more question. What are trihydric phenols? Previous year question. Trihydric phenols. Give example. Trihydric phenol means if benzene has 3 OH groups. If benzene has 3 OH groups, those are simply considered as a trihydric phenols. Trihydric phenols. Okay, here example for this. OH. This we called pyrogallal. 1, 2, 3 trihydroxybenzene. This is called pyrogallal. This 1, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 3, 5 trihydroxy benzene. This we called fluoroglycinol. Fluoroglycinol. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 4 trihydroxybenzene. This we called 2-hydroxyquinol. 2-hydroxyquinol. These are the example for trihydric phenols, and that is the dihydric phenols. Okay, in continuation, we'll see the one more important one. How do you prepare ethyl alcohol? How do you prepare ethyl alcohol and acetone from Grignard reagent? This is also previous year question. Third question. How do you prepare ethyl alcohol and acetone from Grignard reagent? This is the one question. Okay, ethyl alcohol. How we prepare the ethyl alcohol and acetone? Okay, how prepare the ethyl alcohol? When Grignard reagent reacts with aldehydes, will get the ethyl alcohol. When Grignard reagent reacts with the cyanides, will get the acetone. We'll see how we prepare first preparation of ethyl alcohol. What is the formula of preparation of C2H5OH? Okay, you take the methyl magnesium chloride, reacts with formaldehyde. This is the methyl magnesium chloride. Methyl magnesium chloride. This is formaldehyde. In the presence of base, here carbon magnesium bond is there now. This carbon electron transfer towards carbon. This carbon magnesium bond electron towards carbon. Magnesium gets positive charge. Here these electrons, carbon double bond oxygen electron transfer towards oxygen. Here carbon gets positive. Here negative reacts with positive, positive reacts with negative. Then what happens? Here CH3, C, okay na, C, here H, O, Mg, Cl. Okay, just add water here. Water means H, OH. What you will get? CH3, CH2, OH. This is the ethyl alcohol. How do you prepare ethyl alcohol? When methyl magnesium chloride reacts with formaldehyde in the presence of base, will get the intermediate. Okay, after that hydrolysis of intermediate forms ethyl alcohol. Okay, this is the one question. In third question, how do you prepare acetone? Acetone means, what is the formula of acetone? CH3, C double bond O, CH3. This is the acetone. Okay, how do you prepare acetone? We'll see. When same methyl magnesium chloride reacts with methyl cyanide in the presence of base, what happens? This electron transferred carbon gets negative charge, magnesium gets positive charge. This electron transferred towards nitrogen, carbon gets positive, nitrogen gets negative. Okay, this negative charge carbon reacts with positive charge carbon, magnesium chloride reacts with this one. What you will get here? CH3. Okay, now CH3, C. Okay, this CH3 added, double bond, N, Mg, Cl. It is an intermediate compound. Okay, here nitrogen magnesium bond is there, now it will break down. This bond will break down. Here oxygen will added, here hydrogen will added, and we get acetone. And we will get the acetone. And how do you prepare acetophenone? Acetophenone means, this is the acetophenone. This is the acetophenone. How do you prepare this acetophenone? Okay, here methyl added now. Instead of methyl magnesium chloride, you take phenyl magnesium chloride. When phenyl magnesium chloride reacts with methyl cyanide in presence of base, This electron transfer, carbon gets positive, nitrogen gets negative. Here also same, electron transfer towards ring, negative, positive. Negative reacts with this one reacts with this one. Positive reacts with negative, negative reacts with positive. What you will get here? Phenyl, and here C, CH3, double bond, N, NgCl. It will break. Here oxygen added, here H2 added. We get acetophenol. Here we get the acetophenol. By using this Grignard reagent, we prepared ethyl alcohol, that means primary alcohol, acetone or acetophenol. Acetophenol. Okay, this is about the one more question. In continuation, we will see the what is the phenol-phenacolone rearrangement? Already I explained. This is a previous year question. So many times asked. Phenol-phenacolone rearrangement. Phenol-phenacolone rearrangement. Okay, see that. What is the phenol? CH. Okay, in continuation, fourth question. Explain phenol-phenacolone rearrangement. This is the phenol CH3COH, CH3COH. Phenol 2,3-dimethyl. IUPAC name of phenol is 2,3-dimethyl. 2,3 butane diol, that is phenol. Okay, this is phenacolone. By the methyl group shift, we get the phenacolone. 3,3 dimethyl 2-butanone is called phenacolone. Okay, here see the mechanism for this reaction. Mechanism for that reaction. First, step 1. Okay, step 1 in continuation. This phenol reacts with H plus ion. CH3, CH3, OH, CH3, CH3. Here we have the lone pair of electron. One of the lone pair of electron, okay, one electron transferred towards H plus ion and forms CH3, CH3, OH. And here CH3, OH2, oxygen donate electron plus, OH2 plus. Then what happens here? Okay, here what happens? Then it loses H2O. Then it loses water molecule like this. What happens here? We'll get carbonium ion. CH3, OH, and here C plus CH3, CH3, carbonium ion. Then oxygen hydrogen electron transferred towards carbon. This methyl group shifted to this positive charged carbon. Methyl group shifted to positive charged carbon. This we call methyl group. 2,3 methyl group shift. 1, 2, 3, 4 now. Okay, from second carbon to third carbon now. So we called 2,3 methyl group shift. We observe 2,3 methyl group shift. Then what you will get? CH3. Here use H plus ion. Double bond go, and here CH3, CH3, CH3. This we called phenacolone. 3,3 dimethyl 2-butanone. Here we got 3,3 dimethyl butanone. This is we called as pinacolone. This is the pinacol-pinacolone rearrangement. Pinacol-pinacolone rearrangement. Okay, in continuation, we'll see the one more. What is the mesomeric effect and how many types of mesomeric effect groups are there? What is the mesomeric effect? Here we'll see. What is mesomeric effect? Okay, explain types. Mesomeric effect groups. This is the question. This is also called mesomeric effect, also called resonance. The delocalization of pi electrons within the molecule. The delocalization of pi electrons within the molecule are in conjugation. When present in a conjugation, we call as mesomeric effect. The delocalization of pi electrons from one atom to other atom. Okay, or then molecule present in a conjugation, we called mesomeric effect. Okay, here we have the two important types of mesomeric effect groups are there. Positive mesomeric effect groups, positive mesomeric effect groups, and negative mesomeric effect groups. Positive mesomeric effect groups and negative mesomeric effect groups. Positive mesomeric effect group means these are ring activating groups. These are also called ring activating group, electron donating group, ortho-para directing group. These are increasing the electron density at ortho and para positions. Example for these groups: OH group, alkyl. It may be primary alkyl or it may be secondary alkyl, it may be tertiary alkyl. Alkyl, it may be primary, secondary, tertiary alkyl. After that, okay, alkyl group, chloro, bromo, iodine. All these groups also positive mesomeric effect groups. Negative mesomeric effect group means, what are the negative mesomeric effect groups? Okay, negative mesomeric effect group means, okay, here ring deactivating groups, okay, these are decreasing the electron density at ortho position and para position, that means increasing at meta position. Increasing at meta position. These ring deactivating group, meta directing group, electron withdrawing groups. These are also called electron withdrawing groups. Example for these: NO2, okay, SO3H, okay, carboxylic acid, aldehyde, ester, okay, ester, and here carboxylic acid, ester, ketones. This is aldehyde. All these are the best example for negative mesomeric effect group. Positive mesomeric effect group and negative mesomeric effect groups. Okay, here then one more question asked. Explain comparison acidic nature between cyclohexanone and phenol. Cyclohexanone, phenol, which is more acidic and why? Okay, here I am writing two examples. Cyclohexanone, this is the cyclohexanone, and here I am writing phenol. This is the phenol. See here, cyclohexanone lose H plus ion. cyclohexanoxide. Okay, ethyl alcohol lose one alcohol lose forms alkoxide na, like that. Cyclohexanol also lose one H plus ion and forms cyclohexanoxide. This cyclohexanoxide is unstable. Cyclohexanoxide is unstable. Why it is unstable? Okay, it doesn't involve in resonance. There is no stability factor. No stability factors. Okay, not involved in resonance. No resonance. So it is unstable. So it sometimes it may be loose or not. So it is a weak acid. Okay, phenol lose H plus ion and forms phenoxide ion. Phenoxide ion. Phenoxide ion involves in resonance. Phenoxide ion involves in resonance and gets stabilized. Okay, it is a more stable. More stable. See the resonance in phenoxide. Phenoxide. Okay. Here O minus. This electron transfer. O minus is the positive mesomeric effect group. So it is electron donating group. It donates the electron towards ring. This electron transferred next carbon. Double bond O. Here negative charge. Here bond. Then this electron transferred here. This electron transferred. Bond bond. Double bond O minus. Then again this electron transferred here. This electron transferred. Bond bond. Here negative charge. Here double bond. This is the resonance structure 1, resonance structure 2, resonance structure 3. It involves in resonance. That means phenoxide ion is resonance stabilized but not the cyclohexanoxide. So cyclohexanoxide is unstable than cyclohexanoxide is less stable than phenoxide ion. So phenols are more acidic than phenols are more acidic than cyclohexanol. More acidic than cyclohexanol. Okay, this is about the one more question. Explain comparison of acidic nature between cyclohexanol and phenol. Cyclohexanol and phenol. Okay, these are the some important previous year examination questions. Previous year examination questions. Okay, in continuation, we'll see the some more questions. And just I want to start the physical chemistry. Otherwise, we'll see today one more question. Corey-House reaction. Yesterday we discussed, in last video we discussed Corey-House reaction. But how we prepare the different alkanes by using Corey-House reaction, and what is the Corey-House reagent? What is the Corey-House reagent? Dialkyl copper lithium is the Corey-House reagent. Dialkyl copper lithium is the Corey-House reagent. When any alkyl halide reacts with this one R2CuLi. Okay, for example, here I am taking R dash. One R dash reacts with alkyl group in presence of dry ether or R dash. What you have? R. Okay, here R. This one R is there. Reacts with copper or lithium. Anyone. Plus Cu reacts with X. This is the Corey-House reaction. By using this, we will prepare so many types of alkanes. By using this, we will prepare so many types of alkanes. See, some of the important reactions. Methyl chloride reacts with diethyl copper lithium. Dry ether. What happens? Methyl chloride reacts with ethyl CH3C2H5. We write like this: C3H8 plus C2H5 Li plus CuCl. CuCl. By using this, we will also prepare, okay, what we call methyl benzene, ethyl benzene, like that. Suppose, for example, here I am taking chlorobenzene, reacts with ethyl copper lithium. What you will get here? This phenyl reacts with ethyl. We'll get ethyl benzene plus C2H5 Li CuCl. Okay, here chlorobenzene reacts with dimethyl copper lithium. What happened? CH3 got here methyl benzene along with methyl lithium CuCl. By using this, we will prepare so many benzenes, so many alkyl benzenes, alkanes, different molecules. Will prepare different molecules. Okay, here I am taking benzoyl chloride. Benzoyl chloride reacts with 2Cu-Li. What you will get? CH2 na? CH2, CH3. Propyl benzene, ethyl lithium, copper, cuprous chloride. Okay, this is about the Corey-House reaction. This is the complete description of the organic chemistry. This is the complete description of the organic chemistry. 4 chapters finished from organic chemistry. One is orientation on benzene, alcohols, okay, phenols, and organometallic chemistry. In organometallic chemistry, we saw what? Organolithium compounds and organomagnesium compounds and organozinc compounds. 3 compounds finished. Okay now? Thank you. We'll see tomorrow. Tomorrow I will start physical chemistry. Thank you.